So this is a continuation. I've gone inside of course, this is the second video. I've gone inside of this AUD structure that we saw. I've gone inside of it to do these 3 and a 4, and where this one is a 5-1. This one is a 5-1. That is 1 of 5. That would be a 1 of 5. Let me use blue. The 1 of 5. So in the blue degree, that's almost the degree that we're going. So like a 2 of 5. And a 3 of 5. So in a 3 of 5, we'll be seeing a 3-1, a 3, a 3-1. Then we'll be seeing also a 3-2. We'll be seeing a 3-2, and we'll be seeing a 3-3, a 3-3. Then we'll look at a 3-4, a 3-4. Before we finish a 3-5. Then after we now do a 3-5, we now pick a 4, which is the main 4 of it, before we now finish a 5. So as far as I'm concerned, let me just push this one to the sides, this label to the sides, and pick it as they are needed for clarity. So for clarity's sake. So this is a 2. And this is a 1. This is a 1. So this is a move down here. So if you take it, because that's how you will know that it's a 1. If you take this one, you come down here, then you have a break out of this structure, and that tells you this is a 2, okay? And this cannot be a 2 here for this structure. So there's a clear break out of this structure, so that makes this one a 2. So which means that a 5-1 broke lower than a 3 in this area. So that broke lower. So, and this is a 2 here, and this is a 1. So to do a 3 from here, let's do something. If this is a 2, the limit of a 2, let me try and drag this a bit up to where the 1 is. And let me change the color. Yeah, for clarity's sake. So if this is a 1, so what do we expect? Now the first question is that, are we in the last wave? Because I want us to bring something, an instrument, to know if this is wave 5 that we are doing. If this is 4, and so we must see a divergence. A divergence. What do I mean by a divergence? what I mean by divergence is like if you have this line and this line, this within these two lines, this is the like a golden yellow and this blue line. If it's a divergence and you are going down, if your wave is going down, if it's a wave 5, the RSI will be slanting up because we are coming down, but the RSI will be slanting up in wave 5. If we are buying and it is a divergence, in a divergence of a 5, when you are buying, when you are bullish, if it's a 5, you expect your wave to be going up, RSI to be going, the wave to be going up in a 5 if you are still buying, but the RSI will be doing the opposite, coming down. That will be a clear divergence. So let's bring an RSI to see if this is a wave 5 or not. So this is an RSI now. See clearly here, moving up, there's no divergence from here, as if within 3 to 4, you can see 3 to 4, see, it was going up, it was going up, it was going up. So here, there are no divergence to this point. But from here to 4, if this is the limit of 4 and we are going to 5, you expect it to pull more down. You know, after this wave, you can see that it's like a clear divergence. See this low here. See this low here. You're supposed to be seeing that this one is breaking lower, but see what we are seeing. It's, if I can bring something, if it's going to draw, see what we are seeing here. You can see that that's a divergence. That's a divergence. The price is slanting up in this format, and this is what we tend to see in a 5, in the 5th wave. So we tend to see that in the 5th wave. So it means that most likely we are doing our 5th wave and we'll be seeing more of that. It might not even at the end of the day pull lower than what we are seeing here. Even if this is your 3 here, you can see the way 3 had gone up from here to this point is your 3. So we might not even pull lower than what we have here. So which will show clearly there is a divergence before they turn up. So when you see that, it's a sign that this is the 5th wave. And that's on the, even on the daily, that's on the daily. So when it's now showing on the daily, because the first place it shows is on your 1 hour before your 4-hour candle. By the time it's showing on the daily, that's a statement, it's a strong statement that you are doing a 5, the 5th wave, and we're almost, so it can be truncated because you will expect that the limit of what you should get here for a 5 should be around 161, but it might not give you 161. It might not give you 161. Let's see. If this is a 1, because it's a 5, it tends to be messy. So, and a 2, oh, sorry. I think I totally missed the direction there. It should come from here, from a 1, because we are pulling lower, to the end of a 1 here, and to a 2. So it should be much lower. And this is where it gets interesting, because the divergence, then it might not actually give you, in fact, it's not, it might not even get to a 1. So we now need to see the internal structure of it to see where we're going to turn the direction. So if that's the case, we're having a divergence, so the price is burning off. It's burning off, it's tailing off. That's why it's like that in wave 5. We tend to see more of overlap like that in wave 5. So this may now be our 3-1, and this will now be our 3-2. And our 3-3 may also now go low and be truncated. That is what we are saying. We still expect our 3-3 to come, because it's going to be like a truncation. So our 3-3 may be doing something like this. And this may have as well been a 3-1 here. Okay. This may as well be a 3-1 here, a 3-1 here, and a 3-2 here. Yes. Yeah, a 3-1, a 3-2 there. So it's not going here, a 3-2 there. And this may now be a 3. A 3-3 here, which is around this area. And this may now be a 3-4 here and a 3-5 here. So I think it's more looking like that we have finished a 3-5 here. So this is a 3-5. So let me do away with this one for clarity's sake. I think we have finished a 3-5. We have finished a 3-5. So this is a 3-1. So we have finished a 3-5. So from what I can see, because we are now entering the blue box. So that's a 3 done. So I believe that's a 3-5. That the 3 is done, and we are seeing a 4. We are seeing a 4. The fourth wave, which is a 4. So once we finish a 4, then we are going to see the last wave, which is a 5, which will also coincide with now a 5 blue in the blue. So to me, we are seeing the end of this wave, and this thing should not play beyond here. That's what I'm saying now. It should not play more than that beyond here. So this is a 3, a 4, and a 5 can get truncated, just stall at this level, or play a bit lower. But if you ask me, it's likely going to be, it might stall here. It might stall here. If it's an ending structure, I don't expect it to pull to this level. If it's an ending structure, it might stall around this area before they turn out. Once they break out of here, then that's a break. That's a break. If they break out of there, that will be a break. That will be a break. But we are going to see messy structure. That is one thing that is apparent to me. We are going to see a messy structure. A messy structure here. It's going to be a messy structure. It's going to be a messy structure. Because already we have a break out of here. Because even if I take this one as a 2, like when I broke it, this is a 2, and this is another thing that will tell me that we are doing a 4. Because if we do this, this ought to be like within 1 and 2 to get to a 3. To break out of a 3, this clearly has made this one a 4. That is what I'm trying to say. Because you have to look at these things, and with all that you know, when we had a breakout of here, I told you we had a breakout of 1 to a 2. Then once we had a 2, and we now had a breakout of a 2, it means that this a 3 is done, and this is a 4. So if we have a break out of this structure of a 4 from here to this point, we have a break out of that structure of a 4. The only thing is that if they want to play on 4 before they finish 5, now that is what is left. If they go down straight to hit 5, they might just end it there. So once we have a breakout, they might just end it there, except they want to play this one as a of that 4, a B, and a C to throw the last leg down. So that is still possible. They might still do this, go up one more time, which is an A and a B, and to finish up with this one, or they might make this one an A here, a B and a C, and come down. But this, we are in the last phase of this of this thing, so we have to be very careful. So you don't want to engage to sell here, but you want to see the structure, how it moves out of here before we engage it. So that is what I'm saying now. Now go inside of the 4 hourly of this. Now that's the 4 hour structure now. So we can see the way it's worked out now. That's the 4 hour structure of this, and that's the way it has worked out. So we must be very careful here. These are levels that you don't want to engage this, and that is what I'm saying here. So we have to be very careful of this. So now let me quickly go to DXY with what we have done on the DXY. DXY. Let's go inside of the DXY to see what is happening. Where we expect, we are pretty much within that blue box. We are pretty much within that blue box. We are advancing in that blue box. So we are broken above with 3 here, which is the 3 major, and we are done. Unfortunately, we are not coming back down here. If we come down, we are likely going to break this. So with this way this one is going, we need to see it advance the more to the upside. So you can see that we are advancing very close to this area. We are advancing close to this area and seeing the formation of an ending structure now in this area. We are seeing the formation of an ending structure in this area now. I think the best way to do it is it's this now. We need to see how the structure is broken in this area of a DXY. We are almost at the end, but you know, between here and here, there's still a big move. You know, I would have probably loved if we break above here. You know, I would have loved. So once we break above here, as far as I'm concerned, then once we are on top of this, then we are truly at the end of that structure. Because from here to here, is still 141. I will want us to break above 141. You know, anything above 141, we are game to sell. So that's what I'm trying to say now. So we still need to be more calm on the DXY. So if you look at the Euro USD, it's something else. Euro USD, it's playing and toiling with us because it has delayed its own move. You know, its own move is a bit delayed. So you can see where it is. It barely broke this structure. It barely broke this structure. It barely broke that structure. Let me try and you know, it barely broke that structure. And this is what I tell you, when you see this, it's not as if an engulfing candle, and sorry, it's a price action that is where it's still coming down. These are things you see in correction. So when you see these are corrections. You can see all those week, they'll be throwing weeks and all of that. These are corrective move on the daily. So it's a correction. So it will still need it to go more down. We still need it to go more down. And on the, this is where we are coming to. At least we should be able to walk in between this area to say, and very close to this area before we say, okay, we want to turn up. And I still believe also that we are correcting the last wave, and we need to be careful. You must do your counting very well around this area to know. I still believe that this is a 4 and the 5-1, and this is the 5-2. And this thing is still within the correction of a 5-2, and a 5-2 here, a 5-1, a 5-2, and a 5-3, 3-1, and we are still within the correction of a 5-3-2. So a 5-3-2, 5-3-3, so we may be pushing lower to work here. So we need that momentum to get around this area. And once we break out of this structure for us, then we know we are done with Euro USD going to the, so now, are we in wave 5? Let's look at the RSI. Are we in wave 5? Yeah, something like that too. You can see the divergence here. This is 3, and this is 3, and you see it's still early days, even though we have turned lower than 3, this is a 3 here, we have turned a bit lower than 3, so the price is still, the RSI is above this low. So a divergence, but it's early days, you don't want to jump into anything, you need to plan your structure the more. That's what we do here. I might have to stop this because this thing is giving me a mess now.